Hello everyone. My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. If you're new, I react to video game music from games I've never played or heard about. I myself am a musician slash composer, whatever. I play guitar, and I've been doing it for over half my life. And today is kind of a interesting day. I'm going to be doing a PayPal request for Project Wingman. This is professional execution. Just really quick, I would just like to say that I heard Project Wingman for the first time on this channel. Really cool stuff. And the composer even found me. Jose Pavli, the composer of this. They found me, they commented, and they even followed me on Twitter. I felt super honored. But on top of that, the person that requested this, Daniel, they sent me pretty much the whole soundtrack. So expect some Project Wingman for a while. Not all at once, but it'll be spread out. But they really want me to check out Project Wingman. So I'm excited because from what I've heard, this is an Ace Combat, not a clone, but like an homage. And I can't wait to get into it. So that's I just wanted to share that. So this is professional execution from Project Wingman, composed by Jose Pavli. Imagination creates reality. Okay, we got some synthesizers already going to work. Bass drop. Ooh. Big chords. Oh. There it is. Oh. Oh man, tension is rising right now. Oh my god, it's mixed so well. Oof. Oof. Oh man, another short song. Project Wingman. Okay. This one is going to be a little different because usually, and I mean like 99.9% of the time, I don't look at anything for context. I don't look at footage. I don't see when it was made. Nothing. Although, my curiosity got the best of me this time. And I did see some footage for this game, and holy crap, this game looks tight. Not only does it look super good, but it looks intense. It looks like they really emphasize the feeling of being in a jet and blowing shit up, just to put it lightly. Blowing shit up. And music like this, which is ambient, right? But it goes a step beyond ambience. Now like, to me, that felt like that's the last thing I'm going to hear before either I die or someone else dies. Like, one of us has to go, which is essentially what dogfighting is. And that couldn't be any more on the money. When I think of dogfighting music now, that's kind of what I envisioned. I didn't know what it sounded like prior. You know, Ace Combat has their take on it, and now Project Wingman has their take on it. And damn. And not only does it sound great, but literally it sounds amazing. The mixing, the mastering, the EQ is just, everything sounds so good. Every percussion in Project Wingman, the drums, or anything percussion sounds crystal clear. And it has this kind of liveliness to it. And then it also has all these little like zappy do that stuff. It's just kind of, it's a breath of fresh air. How can I else describe it? It's a fresh, I can't even talk. It's a breath of fresh oxygen. Kind of ironic, you know, I have since a mask over your face. But man, Project Wingman has kind of the sound that a lot of people don't, maybe they're afraid to do. And I'd be curious to hear if the composer actually saw this. I'm not going to bug them. Hopefully they just see it on their own. But I'm actually curious to know how difficult was it to make something like this? Because a lot of people do not combine orchestral music with like modern electronic sounds. That's what this is. Not entirely, but you know, in this one at least. And that's not easy to do. I would struggle with that, because you're taking a art in its own world and you're taking a pretty much a modern sound into this concoction. And in my head, I feel like that wouldn't work. But then you hear this and you're like, oh, of course it works. That works perfectly. Because why wouldn't it? And this is more one of those like, oh, yeah, duh. And now what that does, and the reason that's bad, is because I want to hear more of that. And I don't think that much of that exists. So you would have to go out of your way, or good luck finding anything else like that. Luckily, in my case, Daniel, the requester, submitted 19 more of these. So at least for the short foreseeable future, I could hear more Project Wingman. And this soundtrack is dope. I've only heard 3 songs. 3, something like that. Very minimal. I'm impressed. And I'll say this. This music could also go very well in any movie. I mean, of course, the context would have to matter. But this music is that good that it could go into a movie, and you probably wouldn't even think twice about it. You would never think, oh, this is VGM. No. And I'm gonna try to like prove this to myself later. I'll probably watch some like Independence Day footage, and then just put this in the background when they're like flying to the aliens. Anyways, I'm rambling. Really cool. And I'm really impressed by the sound of it, which makes me think that this game is pretty new. Like in the past 5 years new, maybe? I don't know. But it just sounds really, really clear. I can hear everything. I can hear the guitars, I can hear the bass, I can hear the drums. The orchestral hits are not too overbearing. It's really good. I can't think of anything else that sounds like this right now. At my current state of life, I can't think of anything. So that's impressive. Anything else I'm forgetting? I didn't write anything down. I just wrote that it's super impressive. That's all I wrote. I know, how very vague of me. But at the end of the day, this channel is just me reacting to music as a musician, and my gut, you know, the way I respond to it. And as a fan of multiple genres and sounds of the world, if anyone's like me, then just a little something for everyone in this soundtrack. And that's a bold statement for only hearing 3 songs, but I'm confident in it. We have a long way to go. So far, this might be one of the few games on this whole channel that's going to have almost their entire soundtrack deciphered by me. So we'll see how that goes. Who knows? Maybe the studio will be like, hey, let's give this guy a free game. Sure. I'm totally kidding. But also not say no. Anyways. Fantastic. That's it. Nothing else to say. It's great sound. Great sound. One more thing. I lied. I actually really want to hear this in a car or speakers. I've only heard it here, which is usually the best way, but I really want to hear that in speakers, especially in my car. With that said, if you want to get your own request in, you could do so on Patreon, you could do so on PayPal. Either are totally fine, but neither are necessary. They just guarantee that I will check out your song eventually if you don't mind waiting. And that's it. If you do not want to wait, though, you could skip to the top. I know, it's crazy. How do you do that? Well, there is a platinum trophy tier on Patreon. That is my highest tier available. And it will shoot you to the top. You don't have to wait. The average wait time is about 5 months. So a lot of requests. A lot of requests I have. And a big shout out to those platinum supporters, Fly, Jack, Rogue Mock, and Celador. I appreciate you. And all my other supporters as well. That's it. Until the next Project Wingman, expect a lot more throughout the next month. Because they're coming. And there's a lot of them. Until next time, dudes and dudettes, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. Keep listening to music. Peace.